It's Friday the 2nd of December and welcome to From the South. A woman was killed in a Peruvian shantytown after an angry mob tried to lynch 2 poll workers. Residents there believe the poll workers were butchering local children to steal their organs. However, false rumours on social media, claiming dead children had been found with their organs missing, fanned mass hysteria in the district of Guayacan. It prompted residents to target 2 employees of a polling company who had been conducting door-to-door market surveys. 40 people were arrested in the clashes. United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has issued an official apology on behalf of the organization. He did so to the people of Haiti. The island was free of cholera until 2010, when the peacekeepers dumped infected sewage into a river. However, the United Nations does not accept legal responsibility for the outbreak of the disease. For the first time, an apology in recognition of their role was made. Venezuela has rejected a suspension order from regional economic bloc Mercosur. This week, Caracas was informed that it's being suspended for failing to meet democratic and trade standards. This is the latest in the country's opposition-led, US-sponsored attacks on President Nicolas Maduro's government. Venezuela's dispute with Mercosur was also exacerbated with the appointments of Argentina's Mauricio Macri and Brazil's Michel Temer. Observers say the region is taking a sharp shift to the right. Mayors from across the world are mobilizing to combat climate change. They have determined that the world's big cities will need $375 billion of investment to do so. The announcement comes after this week's C40 summit. The mayors said they had planned to make commitments to reduce harmful emissions by promoting cycling in cities and renewable energy, among other measures. French President François Hollande announced on Thursday he would not seek re-election at the end of his 5-year term. Hollande has historically low approval ratings. He conceded he had failed to rally his deeply divided Socialist Party behind his candidacy and keep a promise to slash unemployment. Disabled and chronically ill people from around Greece protested in central Athens against the austerity measures announced by the government. Members of the disabled community say they are struggling to survive amidst government austerity and rely heavily on healthcare benefits to treat their conditions. At least 200,000 Muslims gathered on the streets of Jakarta for Friday prayers as part of protests against Indonesian Governor Basuki Tjahjanpurnam. Protesters are demanding that the city's Christian governor be arrested for insulting Islam. This was the second major demonstration against him in a matter of weeks. After more than 22 years of rule in Gambia, President Yahweh Jammeh admitted defeat in Thursday's election. The country's election commission announced Friday morning. According to the Electoral Commission, opposition leader Adama Barrow won the presidency with over 260,000 votes. Ethnic cleansing is taking place in some areas of South Sudan, and the stage is set for a repeat of the Rwandan genocide. This, according to the head of the UN Commission of Human Rights in South Sudan.
Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas delivered an important speech on Wednesday, marking the second day of the 7th Fatah General Congress amid internal divisions within the movement. During a lengthy speech, Abbas stated that the conference would reinforce the Palestinian people's ability to achieve their national goals and objectives. The conference kicked off on Tuesday at the presidential headquarters in Ramallah in the West Bank. About 1,400 participants from the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and the diaspora anonymously re-elected President Abbas as chairman of the Fatah Party for the next 5 years. During the 5-day event, the Congress will elect 23 members of the Central Committee, the decision-making body of Fatah, and another 132 members for the Revolutionary Council.
President Abbas' speech was comprehensive. It reviewed the injustice that befell on Palestine throughout history. It also reviewed how the Israelis manipulated the Palestinians during negotiations in recent years. However, there was nothing special about that speech. It was the usual repeated standard speech.
The last and 6th Fatah Congress was held in August 2009, 2 decades after the 1989 Congress. Contrary to speculations, the re-election of President Abbas was a fresh blow to his opponents. Moreover, the conference is expected to empower Mr. Abbas's control of Fatah Party and lock out his rival Mohammed Dahlan, whom Abbas himself expelled from Fatah over criminal allegation in 2012. Nuhara Zintrusu TV, Palestine.
Chelsea Soccer Club has confirmed it will investigate claims of sexual abuse made against former employee Eddie Heath, who is now dead. Heath was the chief scout for the club from 1968 to 1979. And all information gathered in its investigation will be given to the Football Association. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/England.